Hi everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. Do you like kids' films? Boy, do I love children's movies today. I love how they're like full of bright colors and teach me lessons and stuff and... Okay, I don't watch a lot of kids' movies nowadays, but I get the concept. I was a kid once, things that appealed to me then are not always gonna translate now. For instance, I freaking loved Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders, and to a lesser extent, Skydancers. Does that mean I'd watch them today? Probably not, but I get why I liked those shows then. However, I cannot fathom what child this film I'm reviewing would appeal to. I'm still in awe that it even exists. Well folks, here's your nightmare fuel for today, and it's called Heidi 4 Paws. It's like the regular story of Heidi, except all the characters are played by dogs. If you think that sounds innocent enough, you haven't seen Heidi 4 Paws. But hey, you might be saying, they did a lot of stupid stuff in kids' movies back in the day. Maybe it just hasn't held up very well since then. Well, I've got news for you, buddy. This was made in 2008. That's right. 4 years ago, someone in California was dressing up these poor dogs to act the story out. There is no excuse for this to have been made this recently. And oh man, if you love yodeling and dogs' heads terrifyingly pasted onto other animals, you will love this intro sequence. For some reason I have yet to determine, all of the other animals in this are also dogs, but sometimes not. And sometimes it's a dog in an animal costume. But look at this, fucking owl dog, Pomeranian squirrel, bear dog, what in the name of all that is decent is this?
Once upon a time, there lived a young orphan puppy named Heidi. Heidi had golden fur and shiny braids. And even though many things in her life hadn't gone well, she was always able to keep a smile on her kind face.
Oh yeah, that dog looks freaking ecstatic. And those braids are clearly just glued on top of her scarf. Cat burglar! Haha, that's hilarious! Good one, Heidi 4 Paws! If you think the animation on the paws is good, wait until you see them talking.
Hello there, Frau Regals.
Didi, is that you, darling?
Brilliant. I cannot wait for an endless hour of this. So anyway, this is Heidi and Didi. Didi's taking Heidi to live with her grandfather since her parents died of a tragic case of not explained in the slightest. This exposition dog with them is worried about Heidi's welfare since apparently her grandpa is really messed up. Dun dun dun!
The beagle who had been put in charge of Heidi was named Didi. She wasn't a bad dog, but she wasn't a good dog either.
In fact, by all accounts, she was considered a major whore. So they continue to Heidi's grandfather's, where he continues to plan their demise, methodically and with conviction. He stops to neither eat or drink. Death is the goal. The only goal.
I'm the canine caretaker and I'm dropping off this little pup named Heidi. She's Heidi. She's your granddaughter.
I don't want a young puppy here with me. I don't want Heidi.
I'm sitting right here, dude. So... you can just drop orphans off anywhere without asking permission, huh? Apparently so, and she just sits on his porch until nightfall. That's pretty messed. Well, I guess it isn't that bad. Squirrel Pomeranians, That orphan's gotta be dead by now. Aw, oh, damn it!
But it's okay because up here I feel so free.
Well, up here I want to feel free of you.
Right there with you, Grandpa.
Grandfather, do you want to show me around the cabin?
Please, I've seen it before.
Well, this is riveting. So Heidi hears some yodeling and is beckoned outside, hopefully to be eaten by some forest animals.
Hello in there. Hello, excuse me.
Yeah, that yodeling turned into Julian Sands somehow. I know he's not going to sound as young as his character is supposed to be, but you can try to match up the voice acting here. Anyway, this is Peter the goat herder, who's in charge of that dear God no. This is our goats. Seriously. It's like this movie is somehow racist against Pomeranians. I'm not sure how that works, but it is. Stay with me here. Because the squirrels and goats and shit, Pomeranians. They don't play any normal characters, they're always livestock and shit. Now that's fucked up. I mean, look at them, sitting in silence, praying for the sweet mercy of death.
It's delicious.
Don't thank me. Thank Daisy and Dusky.
Quick, dog goats, start the uprising! Viva la revolution!
What did I miss?
The sunrise.
Oh, no!
Don't worry, there'll be another.
Not for you, however. Look at this slave labor. Absolutely appalling. I'm pretty sure PETA uses this for some of their more extreme videos. Soon there will be nothing but death. The hills will run red with your blood.
I just have the bread. Your grandfather gave me the cheese for you.
But don't you like cheese? You take it. Here you go, Peter.
I love cheese.
You know, when the most exciting thing about your movie is the awkward cheese conversation, you might want to rethink what you're doing. Go back to the goat dogs.
Peter, what's the name of the chubbiest goat?
Oh, whoa! Asshole! Watch what you're saying! Oh, no, now you're making it cry.
What's the matter, Butterball?
'Cause you called him chubby, dick! One day you'll pay. You'll all pay.
Oh, let me clean off those tears, Butterball.
I poisoned your cheese.
Good night, Hugs.
I've got to go check out the goats.
So in reality, this sweet little movie about dogs reenacting Heidi is actually the story of an annoying orphan tragically tearing down a Pomeranian's body image. Well, you surprised me, Heidi Four-Paws.
Grandfather wanted to get the little puppy out of the cabin and out of his life.
Permanently.
I just can't believe how nice you smell. Daisy and Dusky won't even recognize you.
Life is an abyss. Now Heidi and her grandfather start to get along, mostly so he can lull her into a false sense of security, so his ninja dog can attack unnoticed. No, in reality, Dee Dee has been looking for a new home for Heidi and comes with the news that she's taking her to a rich family in the city.
It's just wonderful news. She's going to finally get a home.
She has a home.
Really? Up here with you and two goats?
Da-da, da-da, da-da.
Get lost, goat guy. Beat it.
Goat guy? Oh, I don't know if I can handle this language. We will eat well tonight. So Heidi goes to live in the city with the rich family, which consists of more sad dogs in costumes. Clara is a little girl in a wheelchair who lives with her father, and she's usually taken care of by Ms. Rottenmeier. The Rottenmeier dog is hilarious to watch. It's trying to take off the costume in every scene. I'm also not sure how the Clara dog is supposed to be moving her wheelchair. It's kind of like she moves it with her mind powers or something.
It looks as if your gift to us shall be your unique perspective.
Oh, I didn't bring any gifts. I'm sorry. We left in such a hurry.
She's the most pathetic creature I've ever seen. I think I'll keep her. Get me out of this thing. So the family pretty much looks down on Heidi for being a dumbass, and this leads into a montage of Miss Rottenmeier trying and failing to make something of her. Oh goodness me, this is most unacceptable.
Heidi always wore her simple dress, but Miss Rottenmeier brought an uncomfortable outfit for her first lesson with the tutor.
Yes, this lingerie will do nicely.
A.
Hey!
B.
Goodness, that's frightening. Anyway, what the flying fuck is this? That is not ink. Is she radioactive now? Aw, dude, really? That was the best green screening 2008 had to offer? That is the most awful thing.
Tomorrow I'm going to try to sit very still during our class. It's just that it's so hard not to move.
Not for me.
Awkward now. Way to go, Heidi. Wanna call her chubby while you're at it?
As bad as I feel about not being with Grandfather and Peter and our goats, I feel worse for you.
Asshole! Anyway, allow me to introduce you to the Wasso dog. He's a doctor, can you believe it? Well, anyway, who gives a shit?
P.
P? Right here?
Oh, no, not right here.
Urination jokes! I cannot imagine anything more pathetic than what we've seen on screen so far.
We're here, Cecil House.
I stand corrected. Anyway, Clara's grandmother has come to visit, and she's played by Angela Lansbury. She, like everyone else in this movie, apparently had nothing better going on. And check out these dogs. They look like they'd rather be anywhere else in the world. This movie wants to be charming, but all I see is this. Biscuit, 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 biscuit. Get off, get off, get off! Mickey Mouse dog became opera dog? What the fuck ever? After Clara's grandmother leaves, Gutenberg dog discovers the door open and they assume someone is planning to rob them.
Either we've got a robber or a ghost.
Dogs are stupid. That's why we're the smart ones. For some reason, they bring in Dr. Wiseau to watch the door that night in case the intruder shows up again. Not sure why the doctor was needed for that. Oh yeah, so he could determine that she sleepwalks. Seems a bit contrived how they got him there. So they discover that the sleepwalking is due to Heidi being homesick, and they decide that it's in her best interest to take her back to her grandfather.
I'm going back!
Hey, high five!
Yeah, whatever, Guten Dog.
A journey is a trip that takes you somewhere.
Oh, thanks for that nugget of wisdom. Got other good ones, like a dinner is a supper you eat, or a poop is a shit that you take?
Finally, through the woods, she saw their cabin.
Burned to the ground.
I'm home, Grandfather, I'm back!
Why, God, why? Stop that!
Won't you stay up here with us?
Please, can we stay?
Yes!
They've strengthened their numbers. We own the night. I want no mistakes to be made here, folks. This light-hearted story has some dark, dark undertones. This next scene might be hard to take.
Oh, the wheelchair goes over the mountain. The wheelchair goes over the mountain. The wheelchair goes over the mountain. And the cripple goes back home. The cripple goes back home. We send the cripple home.
What you just saw, people, is a dog throwing a wheelchair over a cliff while singing about hating a crippled person. Heidi Paws, ladies and gentlemen. Little known fact, though, you can overcome paralysis through fresh air and sheer willpower. Heidi Paws taught me that.
You're standing!
You hear that, disabled people of the world? You don't need doctors. All you need is to believe. Now get out there and make your dreams possible. They eventually find out about Peter's treachery and send him on a trip to the glue factory. Again! I've never seen so many crying Pomeranians in all my life. So all is right with the world, and we end on one last horrifying note. So this exists. There's not much else I can say. This film really is an oddity, and it amazes me that it exists. It's actually quite a technical achievement. I'm just trying to figure out why this is what they decided to make. If you're curious, it's a little under an hour long, so it won't take up much of your time. It's definitely a new viewing experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to put my pets into silly costumes and make them feel ashamed about themselves. And I now present to you Ash and Checkers in Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I'm a Red Riding Hood miracle. Give me some food.
Hey, it's me, the big bad wolf. I'm gonna steal your food and stuff.
Shut up, Checkers. You're making me look fat. Whatever. I don't care. You gonna eat that tree over there?